This is problem number 2 from section 3.1. In this problem, they want us to use the graph to find the following. A, the sign of the leading coefficient, B, the vertex, C, the axis of symmetry, D, the intervals where we're increasing and where we're decreasing, and finally E, the domain of range. So it's just like the previous problem, but it has obviously a different function. And you can see that this is opening downward. Because this is opening downward, our leading coefficient is negative. For part B, they want us to find the vertex. The vertex is when you go from either decreasing to increasing or increasing to decreasing. In this case, we're increasing, and then right here at this point, we start to decrease. So this is the vertex. Let's go ahead and point that out. And the vertex is 2, -1. Part C, the axis of symmetry. Well, the axis of symmetry is where the vertex is located. The axis of symmetry is the vertical line that goes through the vertex. So this is the axis of symmetry. And the axis of symmetry is that line that if you folded the paper, you would see this quadratic would reflect across it. It basically cover, if you fold the paper right along this line would be in the exact same spot as that line. They are symmetrical on each side. So the axis of symmetry is the vertical line here, and we'll call that x equals 2. D, where is it increasing? And where is it decreasing? Well, it's increasing from negative infinity. We're going to write that out here, negative infinity and infinity. It's increasing from negative infinity, way out here to the left, all the way to the vertex, which is, we're talking specifically about x value, which is 2. So we're increasing from negative infinity to 2. And I don't put a bracket here because we're not increasing at 2 and we're not decreasing at 2. 2 is actually that spot where it's perfectly, if you want to call it flat, but let's mark that these are x values. And then from 2 to infinity, that's where we're decreasing. And that's x values as well. Finally, part E, we want to find the domain and the range. Well, we know the domain. The domain is what can we input in here? What are the x values? Well, the x values can be anything from negative infinity all the way to infinity. And if you look just above, I mean, we're stating that right there. So negative infinity to infinity is the domain. The range, though, is the y values. And as you can see, the y values, right, this quadratic doesn't get above the y value -1. So our y values range from negative infinity, which would be down here, up to -1. And that's how we look at the graph and come up with the important information.